Today we're talking about function notation. When you use an equation to represent a function, it is often convenient to give the function a name such as f or g. For instance, the function y equals x plus 2 can be written in function notation as f of x equals x plus 2. So let's take a look at this. What changed here? Y changed to f of x. Notice f of x, how we name this, f of x. This means function f of x. That means we get an answer for f of x when we use a certain number for x. So in other words, f of x is equal to y. If we're given f of x equals negative 3x plus 8, and we have to find f of x when x equals 5, what we have to do here is we have to substitute x with 5. So f of x is replacing y. That means when the x equals 5, what does f of x equal? So where did I substitute for x? In the 5. That means f of x equals negative 15 plus 8. What's negative 15 plus 8? Negative 7. So f of x equals negative 7. If we have f of x equals negative 3x plus 8, and we have to find x when f of x equals negative 22, what are we substituting here? F of x. So we can set this equation up as negative 22 equals negative 3x plus 8. Can we find x now? We can say minus 8, which you do to one side, you do to the other. Negative 22 minus 8 is negative 30. That's equal to negative 3x. Have we finished finding x? We have to divide by negative 3, what you do to one side. So 10 is equal to x. If we have to graph the function of x, f of x, 3 over 4x plus 1. This means the same thing as graphing y equals 3 over 4x plus 1 because f of x is equal to y. So can we find what our slope is? What is our slope? 3/4. What is our y-intercept? 1. So do we have enough information to graph? So we're starting to graph on y-intercept 1. If my slope is positive 3 over 4, we go up 3, right 4. Up 3, right 4. Can we go in the opposite direction? Down 3, left 4. Down 3, left 4. And we can connect our dots. Write a linear function g given that g of 0 equals 9 and g of 3 equals negative 6. Now, hiding in this function is what x equals and what y equals. We know that g of x is equal to y, so that means that 0 would be your x and 9 would be your y. Now from this function, we can find that 3 is your x, and because g of x, or g of 3 is equal to negative 6, and g of 3 is y, negative 6 would be your y. We can see that we have two ordered pairs. If we have to write a linear function, that means linear function g, that means we need to write g of x is equal to mx plus b. In other words, we need to find our slope, we need to find our y-intercept. from these two ordered pairs, do we know what our y-intercept is? What is it? 9. Yes, because the ordered pair that has 0 for x, that y represents the y-intercept. Now, can we find slope? Slope is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, if this is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, can we set it up to find our slope? We can say negative 6 minus 9 over 3 minus 0. That means negative 12 over 3 is equal to negative 4. So our slope is negative 4. And we can write our equation. G of x is equal to negative 4x plus 9. So we've caught the mistake right here. Negative 6 minus 9 is negative 15. That means it should be negative 5. And then you would substitute for your slope and your y-intercept to write your function notation. Write a linear function that satisfies the given conditions. If f of 0 equals 1 and f of 2 equals 9, what are the two ordered pairs we're looking at here? 0 and 1, 2 and 9. So this is the same thing as saying f of x equals 1 and f of x equals y, and f of x equals 9. So that's how we know this x is 2 and this x is 0. If we have to write a function, we're writing function f of x equals mx plus b. Do we know our y-intercept, Jesse? Yes. What is it? 1. Y-intercept is 1. What is the slope? Okay. So we can say this is x1, y1, x2, y2, 9 minus 1, and 2 minus 0. 8 over 2 equals 4. So what is the slope? 4. So we can write our function f of x equals 4x plus 1.